Hello, my name is Claire and I am the Singing Sewist, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're brand new here and you've just found me, welcome aboard. It's lovely to have you here. My channel is all about my two passions of sewing and singing, hence the name, but mostly it's sewing content, so if that's what you're here for, great, stick around. Today's video I'm going to be running through my recent makes for September. I'll pop a link up here to the plans video where I talk about what I'm planning to make, and I think we'll find that I have made everything I decided to, which is not always the case, but September was quite a good month for plans and achieving them. So I've not got too many to run through. There were only 7 things that I made. That's including an extra bonus outfit, which we'll come on to in a minute. But yeah, I decided not to give myself too much of a target, so 7 was just fine. So let's run through them. First of all, I will address the elephant in the room. Yes, I am wearing the same top as in my last video. I was going to change, but then I thought, no, because this is what I'm wearing today and I'm loving it and enjoying wearing it, so you get to see it again. So it is the Somerset slash Southbank top that I made. So the body and sleeves of the Somerset tee by Maven patterns, and the neckline of the Southbank sweater by Nina Lee, and it's in this gorgeous fabric from Make Fabric Boutique. Need to go back there and get some different versions of this, I think, because it is just perfect. So what have I made? First up the ramp was one that was delayed from, I think I originally planned to make it in July, and eventually it got made in September, and that is the Fabric Godmother Aspen dress in the Fabric Godmother denim. I think it's called Tabitha denim. I'll pop pictures and videos of all the makes in here so that you can see what I'm talking about. And that was made for Sophie. So the first make of the month was for Sophie. It was a lovely make. It came together really easily. Fabric is gorgeous to work with, and Sophie absolutely loves wearing it, as we can see from the big smile on her face in the picture. But she loves it, so yeah, excellent dress for her, and she can wear it for work or just for casual. I really do like the Aspen dress, and when I come to film my plans for October, you'll see that there may be another one on the cards. So that was make number 1, Fabric Godmother Aspen dress. Don't think there's much more to say about that. Hello, editing Claire here. I've always wanted to say that. I've completely forgotten one of my makes. I nearly forgot, well, I did forget what I was going to make with it, and I've forgotten to tell you that I have actually made it as well, because I hadn't written it in my book. Note to self, always write your makes down in your book. I made a top. I made the Andi top by Swim Style Patterns out of the teal coloured double gauze fabric. I'll pop in a little, I think I've got video of me wearing it. Yeah, my brain is like a sieve these days, and I obviously forgot about that completely. So that's actually 8 items I've made in September, not 7. So normal service will be resumed again shortly. Thank you. Moving on then, so that was the beginning of the month. And next thing I made was part of the Busy Bee sewing challenge that Sequin Girly Sam is running. And for that we had the choice of 4 free patterns from Marilla Walker, who doesn't design, or she doesn't sell her patterns anymore. I don't know if she's still designing, but she doesn't sell her patterns anymore, I don't think. But she has made some available free online. So I'll pop the link down below to the ones that we had to pick from. And the one I chose was the Bellum Night dress. It's a little bit of different style for me because it's quite a fitted style, and I don't like fitted things usually. But this one I did like the look of, so I thought I'd give it a go. And actually, I think it suits me quite nicely. Again, pictures and videos will be appearing here. I think just the way I think it's probably a combination of the fabric I've used, which has a little bit of stretch in it, so it's got a bit of give to it, and the way the pattern is cut, the sort of almost princess seam lines to it. And I think that just suits me, and the colours of the fabric, I don't know, it all just seemed to come together nicely. So yeah, that was the Bellum Night dress. I made it in the size 6, I think. I was torn between, the 5 and the 6, or the 6 and the 7? I don't know. I can't remember now, but I think I made, did I make a size 5? Oh, I don't know. It was a 5 or a 6. I can't remember. I'll pop another link in here to the video I made of the making of it, and I'm pretty sure I say in there what size I made. So if you're that interested, you can go and have a little watch of that video. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Fabric was gorgeous to work with. It came from Angela Devon Thread Tales' D-Stash. So I don't know where it was from originally, but it was lovely, brilliant to work with. And yeah, I've worn it several times already, got lots of compliments on it. So what more can you ask? So yeah, that was the Marilla Walker Bellum Night dress, was number 2. Moving on then to the second challenge I took part in September. And that was the Sew Phoenix September challenge, which was run by Rachel at the French Seams, Sam, So Let's Sparkle with Sam, and Catherine at Soverton Makery. And the idea behind it was to pick a make that you'd previously made, whether that was like right at the beginning of your sewing journey, or it could have just been last week, but it didn't turn out exactly how you wanted it. And so it was your chance to remake it using all of the skills and knowledge you have now. And the one I chose was a jersey top that I'd made, I think I first made it back in 2017, something like that. I'll pop pictures in here of the new version. And it's a Simplicity pattern. It's Simplicity 1323. I'm not sure if you can still get it. I'm not sure it's still in print. But it's jersey top with a kind of, it's sort of fitted at the top, and then it flares out into like a handkerchief hem. And the fabric I got was a gorgeous, I think it was a cotton jersey, but it's a really soft cotton jersey, which I bought at Exeter Fabric Centre. I bought it not knowing what to make with it, and then this challenge came along and I just thought it paired really nicely with that top. So that was ideal pairing. Yeah, so that was my make for Sew Phoenix, and I improved on it by A, using an overlocker, which I don't think I did first time around. B, just the fabric choice. The colours in the fabric I've used this time suit me much better. The bright pinks and reds of the fabric. Whereas last time I made it, it was kind of a creamy browny colours, which don't really do much for me. I used twin needle for the hem and for the sleeve hems. And yeah, just things like pressing all my seams, cutting it out precisely, making sure my seam allowance was correct, all that sort of thing just made it all come together much better than it did first time. So yeah, that was my entry for Sew Phoenix September, which was run over on Instagram. And yeah, I was really pleased. I've worn it several times actually since I made it. Worn it for work a few times, and again had quite a few compliments on it. So we're heading in the right direction, I think. So yeah, that was number 3. That was the Simplicity jersey top. Next up, I made a new pattern to me, and this was based off a couple of suggestions from in response to my top 10 indie pattern designers video. A couple of people had suggested that I tried Pattern Emporium, and the pattern that I liked best of the ones I found on their website was the lyrical shirt. So I thought I'd have a go at that, and I'll pop pictures in here. I used black sort of leopard print, for want of a better word. It wasn't leopard print, but it had leopards on it. It's a viscose crepe. I think it's probably a Fabric Godmother one. I bought it from Haberdashery Fabrics and More in Plymouth, and I didn't look at any description of it, so I don't know if it is the Fabric Godmother one, but if not, it's very similar to a Fabric Godmother one. And I absolutely love this shirt. It's there are plans to make more of them. And yeah, it was a really nice make, came together nicely, really enjoyed it. And again, I've had lots of compliments on it. I've only worn it once so far to our choir we have the big choir, and then we have a smaller subsection of the choir who are the occasion choir, and people book us for weddings, birthday parties, funerals. Yeah, we turn up and sing. It's a small group because you have to really do a lot of extra work for it, a lot of extra practice to make sure that we're perfect, because when it's somebody's big day, whatever occasion it is, you have to be spot on. So our occasion choir was asked to sing at I think it was a 50th wedding anniversary. I think it was a golden wedding party, and we were a surprise for the couple celebrating their daughter, who's a member of our choir, had booked us, and we had to burst in and sing as a flash mob. But because it was a party in a posh hotel, we all dressed up for it, and I wore my leopard print viscose top with some black satin trousers that I'd also made, and they were the Tamarama trousers, and yeah, I felt very good in them and got lots of compliments, so perfect. So that was number 4, which was the lyrical shirt by Pattern Emporium. Moving on to number 5, and this was the surprise extra outfit that I wasn't planning on making, but we had, again through choir, we had a fancy dress party to go to. It was 80s extravaganza ball in Plymouth for Jeremiah's Journey, a charity based in Plymouth that we support, and there was a group of us that were going as Blackadder, but specifically Blackadder 2, which I believe came out in 1986, hence why it fitted with the 80s theme. And I went as Bob, and had to make myself a costume, which I will pop in here. And the pattern, I used Simplicity S9095, which is a men's pattern. But I just went by like chest size, because I figured Bob is a girl dressing as a boy, so she would have had men's clothes to wear. So yeah, I just went with it. It was slightly overly poofy on the sleeves, as you will see, but I think it worked okay. It was made from grey cotton twill fabric that I bought from Rainbow Fabrics. No, I didn't. I bought it from Pound Fabrics. Yes, and I just used some white cotton that I had left over in my stash. for the sort of the frill bits and the cuff. And then I bought some lace trim, grey lace trim, which I've got here. I've got some left here. This sort of grey lacy trim, which I actually bought in Hobbycraft, and that just brought a little bit of detailing to around the neck and down the button band and that sort of thing. So I was very pleased with how it came out, and because it was made from a cotton, pure cotton, it wasn't too hot, so I managed to keep the jacket on most of the night. I did underneath have it was my sort of interpretation of when Bob decided to become Kate again. So I'll pop a picture in here, and I had a little off the shoulder blouse underneath just for a little bit of fun. So yeah, that was my Blackadder Bob costume, the Simplicity S9095 costume. Moving on then to this top. This was next up on the ramp, and like I said at the top, it's a mashup that I've made before, because I really love how the Somerset top by Maven Patterns fits me. I've never managed to get the Southbank top by Nina Lee to fit me nicely. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just using the wrong size, but this Somerset top fits me much better. So I've used the body and the sleeves, because I do like the poofy sleeves on it. It's gathered into a cuff here. So the bodice and the sleeve from the Somerset top, but I just wanted a stand-up collar on it, because I do like to keep my neck warm when it's cooler weather. I think when my neck is warm, the rest of me is warm. And as a singer, I think you're supposed to keep your throat covered and warm. And this fabric is the fleece back jersey, I think it was called. So it's nice and soft and snuggly on the inside, but it's quite a lightweight one, so it's got some quite nice drape to it. So I do like the way the sleeves fall. You can see it's got some quite good movement to it, but it's enough structure that the collar stands up. The other one I've made in the black sort of sweater knit fabric with the bright flowers across. The collar on that one doesn't stand up. It sort of does this all the time, which is fine, but I do like how this one sits. So I think I'm going to be making some more of these fairly soon, because I just like the style on me. And I will in a minute stand up and show you the length of it. I made this one slightly shorter than the previous one because I wanted it a bit more cropped. So all I did was I kept the same pattern pieces, but I just made the hem bigger at the bottom, which also makes it sit nicely because of the bigger hem. The black one I've made tends to kind of flip up sometimes, so I think I might go back in and turn that hem up again just to give it the same body as this one. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything to say about this. I have worn it a lot since I've made it. I just absolutely love this combination of colours, the blue and the green, and the way I think it really suits me. I don't actually know what my hair is doing today. It's gone a bit wild today. It is incredibly windy out today, so I think I'm just rocking the windswept look today. But yeah, I absolutely love this fabric. I would love to get some more similar, maybe the same design in different colours. I don't know. I'll have to go back to Make and see what they've got. But yeah, absolutely love it. Somerset / Southbank top. I do like doing that when I find a pattern that I like, that fits me nicely. I do like then playing with tweaking different, either putting different sleeves in, a different neckline, things like that. Yeah, I do like that. It brings out my creative side. So I will stand up and show you in a minute, but I am wearing this today with my last make of the month, which it only just about squeaked into September. I think I did actually finish putting in the buttonhole and hemming the bottom on the 1st of October, but I'm counting it as a September make because most of it was done in September. So that's a September make in my book, my actual book. And so the last make is my Thea trousers, which I have made in the green denim that I used for Sam's bestie bag, and it is very green. I never thought I'd be the sort of person to go out in bright, almost lime green jeans, but it turns out I am. I'm loving this kind of discovery of colour that I've had in the last few years. I used to, when I was an accountant, because that's what I was in a previous life, I always used to wear black and navy all the time with like a white shirt or a stripy shirt or, you know, typical accountant uniform. But now I just wear all the colours. I was in work one day in the week, Thursday I think, Friday, Wednesday, I don't know, it was one day last week, and I was wearing the new Simplicity t-shirt top, that jersey top that I've made recently for the Sew Phoenix challenge. I was wearing that with bright red trousers and a fuchsia pink cardigan. It was my dress like a crayon day, I believe. But yeah, I got lots of compliments. I think bright colours just suit me. So, whoa, I'm not sure what the light is doing today either. The sun keeps coming and going, so the light's going, whoo, and never mind. So long as you can see me a little bit, we'll be fine. Yeah, so Thea trousers by Tilly and the Buttons. I make a straight size 5 in them. I have a bit of an issue with making these Thea trousers. I make exactly the same size, exactly the same pattern pieces every time I make them. And I've made some that are way too big on me, some that seem pretty tight. These are a little bit snug, but wearable. And I do it the same every time. I don't understand how I managed to make some bigger than others. I think I must just do the seam allowance just very slightly differently sometimes. I don't know, but I'm hoping that because they're a stretch denim, that with a bit of wearing, they'll just ease a little bit. Either that or I need to shrink. That's probably what needs to happen. But let's stand back and show you. So here we are. Some lovely green jeans. Let's move back here a bit so you can see better. Except the light's really bad back here now, but there we go. How green can one be? So I've been wearing these all morning and they're still pretty comfortable, so I think we're all right. And that's it. That is all of my September makes. I'm just going to go on now and film my video for my October plans, which will be coming out probably on Wednesday, because then on Thursday I am heading up to London with Sophie and we're going to go to the knitting and stitching show at Ali Pali. I've never been to that one before, so I'm quite excited to go and see what that one's like. And I expect some more fabric will be purchased, so I will take my camera with me, do a bit of filming, and I'll record a haul when I get back home, and that will probably be coming out next Sunday. So as a little bonus additional video, I'll do my plans for October on Wednesday, hopefully. The idea is that going forward, I'm hoping to release a video. Sunday's going to be like my regular upload day. And I'm going to try and get it for sort of around 12 o'clock midday. Whether that always happens, I don't know, but that's the plan. So hopefully you're all getting some good sewing time, sheltering from Storm Amy, is it? It's windy here, but the sun keeps coming out. So yeah, hopefully you're all well and enjoying your sewing time, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.